start the season. Utilize your all-new draft board and follow along with a real NFL schedule and jump in at any point during the season to try and rewrite history. Finally, grab up to 2 of your friends, combine your ultimate team decks, choose your roles, and take on all comers online in the brand new MUT Squads. Madden NFL 18. It's a Madden for everyone and Madden like you've never seen it before.
Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of his broken hymn saying, nah, this is who I am. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. I'll keep running. 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 Boom, boom, can you feel the flame? Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? Don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. I'll keep running. I'll keep running. I'll keep running. I'll keep running. I'll keep running.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in a new Brooklyn game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed, I don't GA. You tryna, yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't gon' say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't gon' say less.
Sheesh, what you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind, I popped. Sheesh, I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm tryna. I'm all ball for these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation. Get it, not complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed, I don't GA. You tryna yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Broncos are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Texans, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. This is Alfred Blue, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 7 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green.
Out of the gun, Lynch. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Lynch connecting with Sanders, and the Broncos convert on 3rd down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, all right, now look at 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action now. Lynch rolling to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A fumble lost last week. Now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Here we go. Let's round.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
On third down, Lynch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Offense staying on the field, so Lynch and his guys will go for it.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Philly. Here we go. Now let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Set. 3-19. Detroit.
From the gun, it's Lynch. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Absolutely.
You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Detroit.
operating from the gun. Lynch. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
They'll try to sneak with Lynch. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded at the 2. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Hakeem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Anyone happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go now.
To throw on 3rd down, Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go.
Watson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 55. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Lynch. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this results in 6. Touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Lynch to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw is Lynch. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Third down and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Lynch, and that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's brought down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And this one is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Green, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, Lynch. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that's their third trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
This fielded at the 2. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here we go!
Now it's Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The catch made by Miller. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. For the offense lining up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Watson now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Cut in left. Cut in left. Hey, here we go now.
From the gun, Lynch. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. To throw on second is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Lynch looking to throw on second. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
All right, here we go. Green, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Lynch under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the D-line's going to spread out. drive starts with a run by Blue. Finding some room at midfield. Look at the dance and the juke. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big-time play there for the Texans. 48 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run with Hunt, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. Exactly right.
Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. A quick hitter complete. It's Fuller. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run. This is Blue. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And now it's 2nd and goal. They go again with Blue. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Alfred Blue, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Lynch over the middle. He finds Henderson complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a Handoff looking right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down, 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go now. Green.
Here's Lynch. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Green, the tight end, in motion. On third down, Lynch. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Now let's go. No. Jack, Patriot.
Looking to throw on second down. Lynch. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howe. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. To throw on second down. Lynch. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Here we go now. Blue, 90. Leopard.
Throwing, Lynch. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it's a first down for the Broncos. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on, let's go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know, people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Houston, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on